Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now I did say I was going to do a Monday grind later on this week because I know I was going to have a few days off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait till Monday to do that because I just don't want to burn through the queue too hard, but rest assured we've got a nice one lined up for Monday. What I'm going to do today is some super nice, high level, high quality tech death and dissonant death metal, some bands that we've checked out before that I want to get more into and listen to more because I can recognize that they're super nice, and some really nice ones, that new bands to get on board with. This first band, we had them on the show a couple of months ago now, and it was the first time I'd heard them. They're on the Artisan era, which normally means they're going to be a nice band, but I really enjoyed this band when we checked them out. Super nice band, high quality, but techie, blackened, atmospheric, and all a bunch of nice things going on, real heavy vocals and stuff as well. So I really got into these guys from their one track, instantly recognized that they're a sick band that we need to get more into on this channel as well. So I've added some more of their stuff to the queue, and they've got a nice amount of videos out there as well. So we're going to check them out today. Greylotus. The track we're going to check out is from this year, from the end of July, Rectilinear Motion. Rectilinear Motion. Never heard that word before. Here we go. Blazing. Sick. There's not a guitar head in the whole band. Sick. Sick band. Massive sound. These guys are just ridiculous sick. Holy shit. Man, I love just checking out this music, not only because it sounds super crazy amazing, but when you get to see all these guys ripping out and shredding out and just blazing on the kit like that, it's just orgasmic for me to see it as well as hear it, man. Frig. Not a single guitar head in this whole band. Had a bunch of nice instruments in the band as well. These guys are just high level, high quality all round. What I really like about them as well is they're super techy, but they're not just your average tech death band. There's some, I will say, there are bands that come through on the artisan era who are crazy techy, like incredible musicians, but their music just doesn't really do a lot for me. It's just kind of a bit like you know, a shred out or something like that, or it just, a lot of tech death bands can kind of all end up sounding the same because it's just all that all the way through. These guys have got that element to them, but they're more than that as well. They've got an atmospheric edge to them. There's like a post-metal progressive edge to them as well. The blackened edge is really nice. And it just comes through sick. The vocalist does a lot of things with his vocal, puts a lot of effects on the vocals as well, which I really like as well. But it just sounds massive, roaring, powerful through the mic, really sick. The drumming is just incredible sick. But what I like about the drumming as well is it's shredding, it's technical, but it's working with the riffs, it's working with the guitars, it's accenting the riffs and being musical along with that stuff as well. So man, these guys are just killing it for all the different things that you can do within tech death, but also going beyond that and bringing in some extra elements that make these guys sound different. You know, you'll recognize when this band comes, say you're put on a tech death playlist of a whole bunch of different bands, these guys will stand out in my opinion, because they've got there's something about these guys that's different from the standard tech death formula, and it really, really sounds nice. Such a sick band. The next band I'm going to check out is new to the channel. They're on the Unique Leader Records. This is Omophagia. The track is called The Plague. Let's give these guys a spin. Death metal sounds so great nowadays. It just sounds so powerful and heavy. Drums sound amazing. Bit of attitude to this one as well. Bass drum sounds amazing. Sick one. Man, the bass drum on this one just had just the right amount of punch and click to it to cut through the mix and sound amazing. When he went on to the double bass like a machine gun, man, it just sounded great. Love it. These guys had such a thick, chunky sound. The mix on this one was just right. It all kind of was cohesive and solid and thick together, and everything sat together nicely. Really nice mix on it. Just sounded heavy and like death metal should do. I think death metal is sounding the best it ever has, man. Just sounds so chunky and heavy and powerful. That's what you want from this kind of music. Sick. I love the video for this one as well. I think that's the best kind of visual to go with this kind of music. Black and white, high contrast, seeing the band shredded out. Dope. Cannot go wrong with that. Now, the last band we're going to check out today, these guys have got hashtag tech death on their video, but I'll quickly listen to this one for a bit of it, and it's not super techy like we've had these other bands, but it's going to be more dissonant, which is a nice thing to go along with it. This band is called Antropofagus. I think the last band was a Phagus band, weren't they? No, they were a Phagia band. We get a lot of Phagus and Phagia in tech death, but this one's called Hymns of Acrimony. Let's give these guys a spin. Yeah. All the bands today have just sounded right. Heavy. Drums sound sick. Hear that bass nicely in the mix on this one as well, even though the guitars are super heavy. sick videos today. That's heavy. Like a bit of groove to these guys, a bit of attitude to it as well. Great riff. But if we're fading out on this one, all I'm going to say is would have been nice to get a kind of dark, bendy solo in this one, atmospheric type solo. Even on the outro here would have been sick. Something like that. Because that was the only thing I was kind of hoping that they were going to add into that one. Because that had such a great sound and vibe and atmosphere to it. I love the way that they got the bass to cut through those guitars and super low gutturals, because it would have been so easy for the mixer to just, once he's got that guitar tone dialed in, and it's so heavy and powerful, and then he's got to mix in those deep gutturals as well. They're all competing for the same kind of frequencies. And then he's got to add the bass in as well. It would have been so easy to just push the bass to the back, let it fill in the very low sub frequencies, and that's job done. But he didn't do that. He let it have its own tone, had a grizzle and grind, cut through the mix. And when you've got to find space for all those three elements together, when they're all competing for the same space, he's done a nice job. Really, really cool to let it cut through the mix. Sounded absolutely sick. But just the overall tone of that one was so deep and heavy. Love that it had a bit of groove and squeal in there as well. Attitude in the riffs, sick. And the deepest gutturals you're ever going to get. Sick. Man. 3 absolutely killer bands on today. I'm buzzing after checking out these bands because they're all super high quality. I knew Greylotus were going to be because I put them in today specifically because I want to check them out more. But that's going to be the same for the other 2 bands that we've checked out today now going forward because they're all super nice, high quality bands. The videos as well today have been absolutely great. I mean, I honestly think death metal is the sickest genre going at the moment because the bands sound the best that they ever have with the modern mix, and I think we've definitely demonstrated that today. It's just super heavy and loud and aggressive and just all the things that you want from this kind of music, but also balanced and has a nice clarity, and you can hear all the elements of the band. It's not like some tapey early 90s muffled kind of tape sound. You know, it all cuts through, especially with this tech death. You hear all the riffs and the notes and everything. Just sounds so amazing. And they're high quality, coming through with high quality videos, which you'd have never seen from early 90s death metal bands either as well. So sick. Absolutely love to see it. Death metal's in the best place it's ever been, in my opinion. If you're kind of new to death and just checking it out today, man, you cannot go wrong getting into the death scene nowadays. It just sounds absolutely sick. That's all I got for you today. We're going to do another show tomorrow. I'll pull out some more cool stuff for tomorrow. See you then, guys. Cheers. Bye.